It's daybreak, and Hector Carrillo is on his way to milk his cows. He follows a path up the Nambiyugua, a mountain in the La Sepultura Biosphere Reserve in southern Mexico. Legend has it that anyone who tries to take something away from the mountain will never return home. The slopes are shrouded in an almost primal mist. There's been widespread deforestation on many of the other mountain slopes in the region. Farmers keep their cattle in the forests that remain. Hector Carrillo's cows graze on land that's fenced off to protect the woodland.
The
cattle wreak havoc in the forest. They destroy everything, contaminate the streams, and cause ground erosion. So if they run around the forest and it rains, there'll be landslides.
Hector keeps 20 cows. He used to have many more, but he got rid of half of them because he knows that traditional livestock farming is bad for the environment. Decades ago, his grandfather switched from growing corn and beans to livestock farming because it was more profitable. 3 years ago, Hector joined the project Biopasos, which promotes cattle farming that's sustainable and doesn't destroy diversity. His income is starting to increase, and the environment is gradually recovering. But it's been a difficult few years.
I argued with my father. That was the first obstacle I had to overcome. It hasn't been easy, but I asked him to give me a chance. When I took the risk of my small farm, I went through some hard times, very hard times. I milked my cows constantly, but the yields were low.
Indigenous farmers traditionally let their livestock graze in forest pastures and also grew vegetables. Their methods were sustainable. Their expertise had largely been lost. Now their descendants are looking to revive it and save the cloud forest. Jose Antonio Jimenez coordinates the Biopasos project in the state of Chiapas. Meticulous planning facilitates the farmers' switch to the climate-smart livestock concept. Jimenez knows the region well and can provide practical support when necessary. The biggest challenge he faces is convincing the farmers to change the way they've always done things.
We need to work with the farmers to identify problems together. We also need to work with them to find solutions. This process, taking into account the expertise and experience of the farmers and their families, helps them to learn new things. We must always factor in what the farmers know.
Protection through production, that's the motto of Biopasos. Farming practices don't have to entail forest degradation. Some 1,200 farmers in the region have joined the initiative. Most of them are cattle farmers. Juan Pimentel still has a herd of cows, but he's also cultivating bananas and soursop trees on a section of his land. Even though it'll be 5 years before the fruit provides him with a solid income, he signed up with Biopasos.
People think we're crazy. They don't know why we're planting small trees when we won't even live to see them grow. But my wife and I hope that even if we never get to harvest the fruit, one day our children and our grandchildren will benefit. And they'll also benefit from improved air quality.
A year ago, Juan Pimentel's wife, Julieta, was one of several local women in the village Los Angeles to found their own cheese dairy, which they run as a cooperative. They all used to make cheese at home by themselves. Now they've joined forces. The equipment is all brand new and was provided by Biopasos. The women produce 5 varieties of cheese.
We women talk a lot. We say what we think. It's good that we're making different kinds of cheese. Everyone knows different varieties, so we're experimenting. We women support one another.
The farming families used to sell their milk via a middleman at a very low price. Now they're earning better. That was one of the main incentives for joining the project and switching to sustainable production.
Se logró que abrieran su abanico de productos finales.
It allows them to diversify. It means they can sell their produce at higher prices. Our aim was not only to teach them new technical skills, but to support them in the whole production chain, from the farm to the consumer.
Hector and Rosa Carrillo have also invested in a cheese press. It's helped speed up the production process, and they hope that in the long run, it will secure them a steady income.